Hi, this is H. Victoria Hager Atkerson. I'm an author and a writer, and I would like to just bring you up to date a little bit. I think last time we met, I was telling you about my husband's death and how we celebrated his life with family and friends. But I forgot to say thank you to all the people who sent cards, notes, flowers, fruit arrangements, um, candy jars. Oh, one of the candy jars. Let me show you this. It's really cute. It's called a memory jar. I got this from a friend. It was full of candy. And you're supposed to take a note from this pad, write good thoughts about the person who's deceased, put that in, and take out a piece of candy. Well, we started this, but believe me, it became a flood of tears. So we decided we're just going to keep it filled with candy and we'll take a piece of candy out and remember him that way. But to read all those thoughts was just too emotional, and we are very emotional people, so we don't want to dwell on our sadness. We want to celebrate his life, and we don't want anything to interfere with the happiness that we try to remember as we look at his life and our life with him. So my good, darling, wonderful friends who gave me this jar had a terrific idea. But for the Atkinsons, it was a bit too emotional because we are very passionate people. And once people start writing the notes down, the tears just flooded all over the place. So Fran and QJ Joyner, I want to tell you thanks to a wonderful idea. We're still using the jar, but the note part, we're going to kind of not dwell on that because my husband, Billy, which they know very well, um, wouldn't want anyone crying and feeling depressed. He always said, go on with your life. Do not dwell on things that make you sad. You have to live each day and be in the moment, and that's what we want to do. So we are going to continue using that jar, and we will talk about it. But to go back and read those notes, it just created an avalanche of tears. So we love the idea, though. What a wonderful thing to think of something, eat something sweet, to think of someone sweet. You guys are great. So to all the people, friends, church members. I'm a member of Oak Lane Presbyterian Church, and their family. It's so amazing to have people that close to you, that you worship with, that you adopt as your brothers and sisters. Like the whole church just embraces you. It's the most wonderful thing that I never expected, because my husband and I, for years, we looked for a church. As a matter of fact, we didn't go to church for a number of years. My nieces and nephews would come to Philadelphia to visit us for the whole summer, and they never saw a church. So they went back to Atlanta saying that Philadelphia doesn't have churches, Mommy. And my sister was like, what? But it was our choice not to go at that time because we could not find a church that was that suited our needs. One that we didn't have to stay in church all day. One that didn't have a lot of hollering and screaming. One that did not just prolong the service. Sometimes the minister speaks an hour in churches, or the choir sings so loudly. It was just too much. It was a journey to find this church home that we now have. So we're happy we're here, and I'm grateful to those people who supported us, prepared a meal for my entire family and all our guests who came to the repast. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. And the more I look at it, the more special I feel, because these people embraced us in my life with my husband, who was such a wonderful person in encouraging me to do the things that I love to do. And he made me more passionate about writing. And one of the things that I love to tell people, the passion you find in these books, which is really very touching, very sweet, and very personable, intimate, that came from him. because he made me feel that way. And I would wish that for everyone. It's not enough to say you love a person. You have to show it. You are what you do, which is a famous expression of his. If you love someone, it should show. So I thank him for that and this wonderful career that he insisted that I have. And because of that, you got these wonderful books that I've published so far. And I'm still working on Enslaved Part 2. And that I hope to have out, if not in December, the 1st of January. It's been difficult trying to write, although I was trying to write in the hospital, but it was rather difficult. One of the things I love about writing, it's eternal. It just goes on, and it just makes you more motivated the more time you spend in that cocoon of creativity, the more you begin to love it, and it becomes a comfortable place for you to exist in. So for people who are aspiring to write, I ask you to embrace that. Embrace it. Once you enter that space where you write, embrace it and enjoy it, because it's a wonderful creative place to be, and you'll get your best work that way. And a lot of times people say, do you put music on? Do you watch TV? Do you just, it doesn't matter what's going on around me. I've written it in every situation that anyone can imagine. I wrote through my sister's and my husband's cancer treatments. While my husband was having difficulty with the last few days and weeks of his life in the hospital, I wrote. While children, babies, and grandchildren, great-grandchildren were on my knee trying to sleep, and I had to rock them to sleep, but I was always busy with my fingers cracking out those keys, because writing is that absorbing. Once you get into it, it is really a wonderful place to be, and it gives you a space and time where you can do nothing but create. So embrace that and enjoy it. It is a great place to be. So when we come back the next time, I think we'll start getting into some nitty-gritty items about writing. And as I said, when you think about writing, think about a comfortable blanket, because that's what that cocoon does for you. Just covers you and make you a part of it, and also allows your expressions and your ideas to flow in such a way that it just brings creativity and special phrases, special incidents, special everything. It just makes it a wonderful place to be for a writer. So embrace that and do not run away from it. A lot of people get there and they're like, oh, I don't want to do this. It gets a little nervy, but take your time and learn to love it. It's a great thing to do. So you take care, and remember, love someone special, and love to you. Take care.